Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Big Picture Podcast. I'm your host, Charlotte Brown, and today I'm here with Evangelina, where she will be talking to us about her card business. Evangelina, take it away. But first off, how old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
That is crazy. So, 9 years old, you have your card business. How did it start?
I was actually here at the Rye Arts Center, and we had an assignment of a jelly printing project, and I made my mom cards. She's like, you should make these like better, make them like bigger of a thing. And so I made a website. And
Wow, okay. So, break it down. So, jelly cards, like, what was that process like?
so you have like a jelly like plate, and then you can put some like paint on it, whatever patterns you want, and then you can like roll it out, and then you just put the paper on it and take the paper off, and you have your pattern on it.
So when your mom like first told you like, oh, like you should like make something of it, were you kind of doubtful or were you really like excited? Like how did you feel when she first said that?
I was doubtful.
You're like, okay, mom, like we'll see. But I mean, what was the beginning like trying to like get that website started with all the cards and everything?
Honestly, it was kind of annoying because like I had so much to do, and I was like using up all my free time doing that.
How did you like balance, starting off this, big project with, other things you do? I know you dance, is that correct?
Yeah.
In school and everything. I mean, even though you are in elementary school, that's still a lot of, time management you have to put in. How did that work out?
So like my school ends at like 3, and so I would usually like get out of school and have 30 minutes for like doing anything, and then I had my after school activity and then have free time after that. But it was usually dinner time by then. So I would use just every drop of free time I had.
That's really admirable. I mean, even like people my age, I feel like we have such like struggles trying to be productive and trying to get our stuff done, but you're really trying to balance everything and you make sure you get it done. I think that's really, really great. So, what kind of designs do you make? Like, what inspires you? What do your cards look like?
Honestly, it's just like kind of how I feel, but like it depends on which card you ask me about.
Do you have like different like themes you do?
Some are in like a different like kind of mood, but like it's not like listed. Like no one actually like knows about that.
Do any of your friends know about this? What do they feel about it?
I don't know, because I kind of started the business like right on like the last day of school.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, this is really new. I was just gonna ask, like, what's the scope of it? I mean, what are your goals for this? How long do you want to continue doing this for?
I kind of just want to have it as like a side thing that I do, because I think it's harder to get it running than when you're like actually doing it like more like now. Like it's like harder to like it's easier to just like kind of do the regular stuff compared to like getting it going.
True, I agree. I feel like starting it is, the big hump you got to get over. But I think, summer, you have a lot more time. I feel like that's a big horizon. You can like try to find stuff. I mean, are you trying to sell the cards or
I feel like I'm trying to just like have fun, and then like if the cards sell, like that's awesome. But like I think it's just yeah.
I mean, you're so young, but I feel like it's really great to have this kind of project because there are so many skills like you can build upon it, not just with like, art, but also like marketing in the future. If when you grow up and you want to, do something with marketing, I don't know. I mean, you're 9. This is like, but I think that's really cool. And I think there's so much you could do like beyond that. I mean, have you ever wanted to do it with like, do you have siblings? Do you want like,
No, I have friends that are kind of like siblings, like we're so close, and like sometimes like my mom and then the mom are like best friends, and then so like me and like the other kid, like they usually have siblings, but we're left together.
if one of your peers wanted to start a sort of project like this, what advice would you give them?
I would kind of like help them and give them advice. So I would say just because it's harder like in the beginning, it shouldn't stop you from like doing it. Sometimes there are like times that are harder than others, but like you can get, like ask for help.
I feel like even most adults even just ignore that advice. Like I feel like so much times people are just so focused on like, I need to do this by myself. I need to do this by myself. Like I need to like prove I can do it with no help. But I think that just holds people back from success. And I feel like you really understood at such a young age that getting help is how you can succeed in an even better way. I think that's so cool. I think you're the most like smart, like emotionally perceptive 9-year-old I've ever met. This is like crazy. But But in terms of designs and projects, cards you're working on, can you give us a little like sneak peek on what you're currently working on? Could you?
So I just finished like a series, so I'm kind of gonna like take a break. So right now I'm not really working on anything, but I'm kind of planning for my holiday series.
Wait, tell me about that.
So I don't really know if it's gonna be like a color scheme yet, but I think I'm gonna make ones that are like kind of Hanukkah themed and then Christmas themed. I don't really know like how they're gonna be Hanukkah themed or Christmas themed, but I think that's kind of what I'm aiming for.
So do these cards, are they like greeting cards or like
So I think they're like greeting cards. So honestly, I think they could be like anything. They're like just like a regular like square, and then like they have like an envelope, and yeah.
that's cute. Would if you were trying to get like people to see them, would you want them to like give them to family? Is that like the purpose of the cards and like to spread messages and art?
Well, you can either like when you receive them in the mail, I feel like you could do like two different things with it, or maybe three. Like you could either like keep them for yourself, or you can like give like the cards like away like as a gift, like with no writing in them. Or I feel like you could write them to other people.
I think that's really sweet. I feel like, you know, it's more, I feel like people would really appreciate and feel more like, feel such more of like emotion when it's like something like handmade and it's like really special, like from like a loved one or like a small business. I think that's really cool. I actually do work for a card business. And I think you guys have a lot of similar values in terms of like finding inspiration from like emotion and having it like, based on how it would make like, your family members feel. I think that's really cool. I mean, speaking of like, getting help from other people, how has your mom really helped you like shape your art business so far?
So my mom like knows how to do websites, so she made my website with me and just like kind of supported me through the way. And I think she also like helped me like get like start the actual business. She knows like I didn't want to like pay my own money to like start the business, so she started the business for me, but then we're gonna reach break even soon, so
Oh, wow. That's exciting. We like to hear that. How does it feel knowing that your mom has your back?
it feels really good. Sometimes it feels like I'm being supported too much, but then again, I know I'm not.
I get how you can feel like that. As you grow older, maybe in the future when you're like, when, have more experience, do you think you'll be able to have a more independent stance in the cards and everything?
Yeah, I do.
Are you excited to see where the cards take you? And are you scared of how things may be different? Or are you worried that, you may grow out of it eventually?
No, but like I am really pretty much excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
I think it's good not to be like afraid of the future in sense of starting something new. I feel like you can never really know what's going to happen. And I feel like if you hold yourself back, you're also never going to know the positive side of it. Well, why don't you tell me more about like the specific types of cards and like what that entails?
Well, they have like descriptions like with them. Like each card has a different description and a name.
How do you type up the descriptions? Like what do you put in the descriptions that like allows people to like, know what the card is about?
If the name was like autumn leaves or something, it would just like explain how like autumn leaves made say me feel, it's not like really, but there's like a picture of the card so they can like so like they know what it looks like. My mom was gonna like she was like, okay, it's a 5x5 card on cardstock, and like I was like, I don't want to do that.
I think it's like the balance of technical details and like emotional details, but I definitely agree. What have you ever had trouble like, figuring out a card or having inspiration for a card?
Yeah. So I had made my first like series, and then I'd made like a second series, but I hadn't put it up because I didn't really think it was like I didn't have good inspiration, and it didn't really like strike like anything, like the other ones did. And so I decided that I wasn't gonna do that series, and I was gonna try to more like give it a little time before and have that series sink in. And while that series is sinking in, like think of inspiration that I could have. But I don't really have a lot of inspiration, so like it's more like what I just feel that day.
True, true. Like if you're feeling happy, you'll like make something happy. If you're feeling a bit more glum, it'll.
Yeah, be like something different. Like they won't like be like both green or something. Like they won't have like there's like two cards that I decided they looked too alike. So I just didn't put up the other one. And because they just both looked like the same thing. And like I was just like deciding like which one's better, but then I was like my mom had to help me pick because they were like both really good, but then like I just like decided like to just pick one because it's like why would I need to name two like the almost the same card, you know? Because they're like almost the same card, and I feel like I don't need double.
True. I think in situations like that, is it hard to let one of the cards go? Because you worked on it. So is it kind of sad, or you're kind of like, we have to do it?
Not really. I didn't let it go. I think I could put it in the next series. I just think like I shouldn't like like put it in that series, and it doesn't really bother me.
Okay, so for our final last couple minutes, Evangelina, if there's anything you want to tell everybody who's watching about the card business, please go ahead.
So if they don't want to order online, my products are available. Each one is available at either the Rye Country Store or Rye Beach Pharmacy.
Thank you so much. You are so smart and so hardworking, and probably one of the coolest 9-year-olds I've ever met, everybody. Like, come on. So I and everybody watching are very excited to see where you go next. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you everybody for watching. Bye!